My name's Michaela Bensley. I'm the Chief Executive of the SACE Board, and I'm delighted to be able to welcome you here today to celebrate the amazing achievement of the young people sitting next to us here. I'd like to start by acknowledging that we actually meet on the land of the Kaurna people, and their connection to this land is as important today as it ever has been and always will be. Also further, the SACE Board and the SACE recognises Aboriginal people as the first educators in the country that we share together, and that we offer our respect not just through words but through our deeds, with a commitment to work in allyship with Aboriginal people to recognise them as the cultural authority of their education practice. We also pay our deep respects to elders past, present, and hope we can play some small role in developing the leaders of the future. I'd also like to acknowledge the generosity of Her Excellency, the Honourable Frances Adamson, for allowing us on her grounds today. This is the 35th time we've met at Government House, and you'll have an opportunity to explore the grounds at the end of the event. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the formal proceedings, just a couple of housekeeping items from me. In the event that we need to evacuate, there'll be lots of people walking around with red hats and walkie-talkies. We'll follow them in a calm way. If you need the bathrooms, they're just off to your left. There'll be official photographs taken of every recipient today. Inside your booklets, there's notes as to how to access those, but there are opportunities at the end as well for you to walk around Government House and to take your own photos as well. The event is also being recorded, and so we'll put that on the website next week. So, distinguished guests, families, friends, and most importantly, the highest achieving students of Class of 2022, welcome to the Merit Ceremony. This year we're conducting 6 sessions across 2 days, recognising the 1,034 students who, through their hard work, dedication and resilience, have collectively achieved over 1,277 merits across a range of subjects. This is an extraordinary effort, particularly when we realise that this cohort of students have experienced their entire SACE through the complexity of COVID. I find that really extraordinary. Even as an adult, it was quite a struggle. So they've had to deal with everything from hybrid ways of learning, lockdowns, remote learning, teachers being absent, combined classes, some of their social events being cancelled, sport not being available, all those things that actually help as a relief for some of the focus on the academic. So from my perspective, I'm amazed and really just inspired by your efforts to meet your own personal goals, but also achieve at the highest level that you have today. Well done. But this extraordinary effort doesn't happen without the support of friends and family and carers, and especially your teachers and your school leaders. But through your perseverance, determination, you've been able to, through everything that's been going on around you, stay focused on achieving your goals and the success that you've wanted, and you've achieved at the highest level in your subjects. I'm really excited to, after the ceremony, have a talk to you and figure out what you're doing going forward, and really be excited by the passion and the opportunities that lie in front of you. And with the completion of the SACE, it's a world recognised certificate, so you can travel all over the world, and a whole bunch of opportunities and doors are open to you just by completing this qualification. So to the young people of today, congratulations. It's been a monumental effort to get here. When life gets a bit hard and you feel like sometimes you're not sure that you're going to be able to meet the challenges, take a moment and pause and reflect on what you've been able to achieve over your schooling, and particularly in the last years of your schooling, and know that you have the determination and resilience to be able to overcome anything that's in your way, and sky's the limit in terms of what you want to achieve going forward. So if you could all celebrate and recognise the achievement of these young people with me, that would be fantastic. I'd like to introduce Natalie Hammoud, who's the Acting Deputy Chief Executive of the SACE Board, who'll introduce our guest speaker, who'll hand out the certificates going forward. I look forward to speaking to you after the event. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Michaela. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm delighted to be with you here today to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of our SACE Merit recipients. Each year, the SACE Board invites a guest speaker to address our Merit students, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Peter Spirou, Director at Equality Lawyers, lecturer and PhD candidate in law at the University of Adelaide. Peter is an expert in disability discrimination and dispute resolution. She's published her research in high-ranking Australian journals, and like our students today, she has received merits for her studies. Peter's interest is in legal topics affecting people with disability and other structurally vulnerable members of society, bringing a socio-legal perspective to the issues. Her PhD considers how the Equality Commissions in South Australia, Victoria and federally attempt to resolve disability discrimination complaints of primary and secondary students with disability-related challenging behaviour. With experience as a researcher and as a support worker, Peter brings her great love of learning, community and making a difference to all aspects of her life. Please join me in a warm welcome to Peter Spiro.
Each of you have achieved remarkable academic excellence to earn your prestigious certificates here today. You have put in countless hours to be among the highest achieving students within your SACE courses. I congratulate each and every one of you on this incredible success. I also recognise that you've most likely attained these achievements through the mentorship and support of many. Thank you to these individuals who have supported you throughout your 13 years of formal schooling. It would be remiss of me not to acknowledge that you've reached these academic heights against a backdrop of a changing and complex educational environment. Yes, the global pandemic may have presented you with challenges, but your proven resilience, determination, and ability to adapt and forge a path through those difficulties will no doubt serve as an advantage in your futures. For some of you, you'll take these successes and skills into an adventure you've already mapped out, whether that be further vocational studies, university, or indeed a much-needed break. For others, you may still be working out what that next step is for you. You may also change your minds along the way. This is my journey, which I want to share with you today. Just over a decade ago, I was in a similar position to you. I was about to embark on my own uni pathway. Since school, all I wanted to do was study law, but my ATAR was 0.5 off the cut-off score for that year I first applied. So, I enrolled in my second preference, a commerce degree, and I spent 2 years studying it. I eventually had the courage to admit to myself and those around me that commerce just wasn't for me. Now, disclaimer. What I'm about to say is by no means advice. Please seek your own advice regarding your queries and individual circumstances. Sorry, once a lawyer, always a lawyer. Back in my day, my ATAR was valid until I had commenced my 3rd year of a tertiary qualification. So, in January 2014, when first round offers were released, my dad, a diligent high school teacher, alerted me to the fact that the ATAR for law had dropped. This prompted me to submit a late application, and I was eventually lucky enough to call myself a law student. Perseverance pays off. Now, parallel to this, and after just finishing high school, I volunteered on a camp for children and young people with disabilities. This proved to be a pivotal experience in my life. I met a young person and his family, which would see me become his paid support worker for over 8 years. Knowing and working with this family fostered a significant passion and intellectual interest in the disability rights movement and advocacy. When I eventually got into that law degree, I used any opportunity I had to write essays and assessments that related to a disability-related issue. And trust me, there are many. Fast forward a few years, and I'm now a lecturer of law and a director of a law firm which specialises in giving legal advice to people with disabilities and their supporters. My PhD, which I'm about to submit next week, looks at disability discrimination in primary and secondary schools. It focuses specifically on students with challenging behaviours connected to disability. For me, I found my passion all those years ago when I participated on that camp. You may be finding yours. I simply share my journey in the hopes that it inspires someone to remember it is okay to change your mind and forge your own path based on your values and interests. There are also back ways to take to where you want to go and a myriad of opportunities along the way. In closing, I leave the words of Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Thank you and all the best for your future endeavours.
Thank you very much, Peter, for sharing your wonderful journey. We'll now invite our Merit Scholars to the stage to receive their award from Peter. As I read out the names, I ask that you reserve your applause until all students have been introduced. Ethan Talliard, Physics. Angela Tamago Napolitano, Spiritualities, Religion and Meaning. Joshua Tamke, Economics. Philip Tan, Research Project B. Dylan Tay, English. Aaron Taylor, Biology and Mathematical Methods. Dana Taylor, Health and Wellbeing, Integrated Learning A. Oscar Taylor, General Mathematics. Sarah Taylor, English. Joseph Teo, Chemistry and Mathematical Methods. Jasmine Tam, Research Project B. Rowan Tiru, Research Project B. Oliver Turney, General Mathematics and Physical Education. Charlotte Thomas, Activating Identities and Futures. Lily Thomas, Biology. Ruby Thomas, Cross-Disciplinary Studies. Alexandra Thompson, Earth and Environmental Science. Isabella Thernwald, Research Project B. Mercedes Tierney, Research Project B. Ilona Timko, Drama. Stella Tamark, Research Project B. Imogen Tomic, Research Project B. Alana Tonkin, Health and Wellbeing. Ava Top, Research Project B. Ashley Tran, Activating Identities and Futures. Koi Min Tran, Research Project B. Jennifer Tran Nguyen, General Mathematics. Ava Tripodi, Child Studies. Lachlan Tripodi, General Mathematics and Research Project B. Jessica Truman, Physical Education. Livia Trong, Research Project B. Athena Tsamandanis, Workplace Practices. Olivia Tudorovic, Business Innovation and English. Henry Turnbull, Agricultural Production. John Turner, Music Performance Ensemble. Olivia Turner, Research Project B. Matt Tuzhenko, Research Project B. Alexander Ung, Physics. Prajwal Upal, Research Project B. Mark Vaccaro, Mathematical Methods. Manisha Velouzis, Visual Arts and Design. Ruben Van Eck, Mathematical Methods. Casey Van Heuven, Industry and Entrepreneurial Solutions. Jesslyn Verghese, Research Project B. Joaquin Velasco, Music Performance Ensemble. Emily Venning, Activating Identities and Futures. Michaela Virilli, Research Project B. Sadie Vicor Lamb, Physical Education. Cindy Vo, Research Project B. Tandin Tommy Vo, Accounting. Lucy Voivodic, Research Project B. Nicholas Vrodos, Biology and Research Project B. Daniel Vu, English. Skeet Waite, Research Project B. Amelie Wakelin, Research Project B. Hugo Walker-Mazalski, General Mathematics. Eliza Wallace, Japanese Continuous. Kayla Wallace, Agricultural Production. James Warwork, Accounting. Jack Walter, Scientific Studies. Archie Walters, Research Project B, Workplace Practices. Paige Warrington, Food and Hospitality. Rebecca Watson, Research Project B. Nicole Webb, Activating Identities and Futures. Christine Welsh, Biology and English. Eliza Wenck, Research Project B. Aaron West, English. Oliver White, General Mathematics. Sienna White, General Mathematics. Marley Wajizenha, Research Project B. Gemma Wilkinson, Visual Arts Design. Miranda Wilkinson, Biology and Chemistry. Amy Wilson, Biology. Asha Wilson, Activating Identities and Futures. Thomas Walensky, Research Project B. Xavier Wong, Mathematical Methods and Psychology. Brooke Woolman, Integrated Learning B. Brianna Warmold, Research Project B. Mia Worth, Research Project B. Alicia Ray, General Mathematics. Yifan Wu, Mathematical Methods. Elise Chow, Research Project B. Linda Tse, Activating Identities and Futures. Ivana Girupa, Research Project B. Jenny Xu, Chinese Continuous. Bowie Yang, Biology and Scientific Studies. Joyce Yap, Research Project B. Anthony Yin, Mathematical Methods. Gina Yiv, Research Project B. Inso Yoon, Music Performance Solo. Erin Young, Food and Hospitality. Anders Yu, Specialist Mathematics. Jiru Yu, Research Project B. Zershun Yu, Creative Arts, Industry and Entrepreneurial Solutions. Anna Zaborowska, Language and Culture. Amelie Zachariah Henley, Dance. Jordan Zakalo, Research Project B. Lily Zada Schwartz, English. Adina Zafar, English. Elise Zamparelli, Society and Culture. Sarah Zanker, Research Project B. Joy Zhuang, Research Project B. Thomas Bowen, English. Jasmine Kosh, Integrated Learning B. Madison Saunders, Research Project B. Hayley Blondell, Integrated Learning B and Research Project B. Tran Nguyen, Vietnamese background speakers. And Huan Wisman, Digital Communication Solutions. Thank you, everyone. Could you please join me in congratulating all of the students who have received their awards today? And can you please also join me in thanking our guest presenter, Peter Spirou. Thank you, Peter. This concludes our official proceedings for this afternoon. On behalf of the SACE Board of South Australia, thank you for attending today's ceremony and for helping make this a very special celebration for our young people who have achieved excellence in the SACE. Congratulations once again to all of the merit recipients. As you exit, do take the time to enjoy the grounds and take as many photos as you wish. And thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.